Hey guys, it's Ask Destiny here, and welcome back to another video in my series Make Money, Live Life, where I talk about different ways and ideas of how can you make money, whether it was online businesses, whether it was through Amazon or affiliate marketing. So today I'm gonna focus on Amazon FBA and how much do Amazon sellers actually make. Now, I am very sure that you have seen these videos on YouTube that talk about how much money Amazon sellers make, alright? We've all seen these videos where someone would open up their camera and start talking about 6 figures, 5 figures in 1 month, alright? And I am sure that you were thinking exactly what I am thinking. Is it true? Did this person actually make 6 figures of profit in the first month? Luckily, we have something called Jungle Scout. Now, you might have heard of the name before. Most people use it to find profitable products by looking at the sales that sellers on Amazon have made from that specific product. And if you don't know what Jungle Scout is, it is basically an Amazon product research tool. It has a lot of e-commerce database that helps other users to choose products and prices and suppliers and a price and so on. However, we can actually use Jungle Scout to see how much money did sellers make in a month or in a year. You actually get multiple options for research. If you have Jungle Scout, feel free to log in and search for the results yourself. But if you don't have Jungle Scout, I will be sharing the information in this video. It is not allowed for me to view the Jungle Scout page, so I made my own chart, as you can see here, explaining all the information at once. So as I said, I will be providing in this video reports and statistics of how much did sellers in Amazon make last year with a simple tool called Jungle Scout. Okay, now I have made everything clear. Let me show you the first report. Right now, I am going to read the chart one by one to make it easier for you guys. So we will go through the first one. We can see that 15% of Amazon sellers have been selling under $500 per month, and 9% of Amazon sellers have been selling from $500 to $1,000 every month. And then we have 22% of Amazon sellers have been selling from $1,000 to $5,000 every month. And the next one, we have 13% of Amazon sellers have been selling from $5,000 to $10,000 every month. And 15% of Amazon sellers have been selling from $10,000 to $25,000 every month. Then 9% of Amazon sellers have been selling from $25,000 to $50,000 every month. And as you can see, 7% of Amazon sellers have been selling from $50,000 to $100,000 every month. And only 5% of Amazon sellers have been selling $100,000 to $250,000 every month. And only 3% of Amazon sellers have been selling more than $250 every month. So I will leave that to your imagination because they did not explain how much exactly. They just said 3% of Amazon sellers sell more than $250 every month. And lastly, there is a small percentage of 2% of people that Jungle Scout wasn't able to identify their sales for some reason. So we are just going to leave that part out and continue reading the rest of the statistics. So I have given you the percentage of monthly sales of Amazon sellers, and you can use this information in various ways. It can give you an idea of how much money do Amazon sellers actually make. Then you can make your mind up on other decisions, like if you actually want to sell on Amazon, if Amazon is something that you want to do. I hope you found these information useful. Now let's go to the other chart. Now the other chart explains how much did Amazon sellers actually make during their entire time in Amazon FBA. So it doesn't matter if that person has been in Amazon FBA for one day or if that person has been in Amazon FBA for years. This will give you an idea of how much did they make in their entire time of being in Amazon FBA. So I will start reading the chart now. As you can see, 42% of Amazon sellers have made under $100,000 through their whole time selling in Amazon. Okay, so the next one is 21% of Amazon sellers have sold from $100,000 to $500,000, and 8% of Amazon sellers have made from $500,000 to $1 million on Amazon. The next percentage is 11% of Amazon sellers have sold from $1 million to $5 million on Amazon. And there a small percentage of 3% of Amazon sellers that have sold from $5 million to $10 million on Amazon. And 4% of Amazon sellers have sold from $10 million to $50 million. And 3% of Amazon sellers have sold more than $50 million. So, as I said before, I will leave it to your imagination. They do not mention how much exactly they made. They just informed us that 3% of Amazon sellers have made more than $50 million on Amazon. And of course, let's not forget the 7% of Amazon sellers that the percentage of their sales haven't been identified. Also, there is one small point that I need to clarify before I start talking about the charts. In this research, we have been given the net income or the net profit of these Amazon sellers. So it is not the gross profit. So if you don't know the difference, basically net profit is the profit after all the expenses have been deducted from the revenues. So this is all their money. None of it is gonna go to marketing or to Amazon or to any other expenses. This is the profit that they have made. Now that I have made this clear, let's go now and read the charts. The next chart, and it will be the last one that we will talk about today, is the percentage of profits that the sellers have made. As we can see here, 9% of Amazon sellers have gained from 1% to 5%, and 11% of Amazon sellers have gained from 6 to 10%, and 14% of Amazon sellers have sold from 11 to 15%. Then, as you can see, 17% of Amazon sellers have gained from 16% to 20%. And 16% of Amazon sellers have gained from 21% to 25%. And one more time, we can see that 16% of Amazon sellers have gained from 26 to 50%. And 3% of Amazon sellers have gained from 51% to 100%. And there is a small percentage of 1% of Amazon sellers have gained more than 100%. Unfortunately, 8% of Amazon sellers have not been gaining any profit. And lastly, 5% of Amazon sellers have not been identified yet. And that's all the reports that I have for today's video. However, in the next video, I will be talking about the percentage and the research that has been done of how long did it take for Amazon sellers to reach their goals. So to make this more clear, we have talked today that some Amazon sellers have been selling more than 10,000, some of them less than $500. So Jungle Scout will be able to give us a percentage of how long did it take for these people to make that money. So make sure that you stay tuned for the next video that I will probably upload in the next 2 days. At the end of this video, I would like to thank every single one of you for watching, and I hope that this video was useful to some of you. And of course, don't forget to like and subscribe, and make sure you tell me in the comments if you have found this video useful, if there are other ways that I did not mention that we can study the market.